Grand Theft Auto Online, GTA Online, is a massively popular multiplayer online game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It was released on October 1st, 2013, as a standalone game that is part of the Grand Theft Auto 5 universe. Since then, it has become one of the most popular online games ever, with millions of players logging in to play every day. GTA Online takes place in the same open-world environment as Grand Theft Auto 5, which is a fictionalized version of Los Angeles, and its surrounding areas called Los Santos. In GTA Online, players create their own characters and enter this world as a low-level criminal. From there, they can embark on missions and heists, purchase property, vehicles, and weapons, and engage in all manner of criminal activity. One of the key features of GTA Online is its open-world gameplay. Players are free to explore the world of Los Santos and engage in a wide range of activities, including racing, skydiving, hunting, and even base jumping. They can also participate in various jobs and heists, either alone or with other players. These activities provide a vast amount of content and replay value for players, making it a highly addictive game. Another factor that has contributed to the popularity of GTA Online is its social aspect. Players can team up with friends or join crews to complete missions and heists, engage in PvP combat, or simply explore the world together. This social aspect of the game has created a strong sense of community among players, with many forming long-lasting friendships through the game. GTA Online also has a strong customization aspect, allowing players to create their own unique characters and personalize their vehicles, weapons, and properties. This customization provides a sense of ownership and investment in the game, making it even more engaging for players. However, the game has faced criticism for its violent and controversial content. Players can engage in criminal activities such as theft, murder, and drug dealing, which some have argued glorifies criminal behavior. The game has also been criticized for its portrayal of women and minorities. Regardless, it remains a cultural phenomenon and a defining game of its generation. While the game has attracted millions of players worldwide, there have also been many complaints and criticisms from players about certain aspects of the game. One of the most common complaints about GTA Online is its heavily monetized system. While the game can be played for free, players are constantly bombarded with offers to purchase in-game currency, shark cards, with real money. This has led many players to feel that the game is unfairly balanced towards those who are willing to spend real money. Some players have also argued that the game's high prices for in-game items and property make it difficult to progress without spending money. Many players feel that the game's economy is too heavily weighted towards grinding, making it difficult to progress and enjoy the game without investing significant amounts of time and money. One of the primary reasons why Grand Theft Auto Online's economy is considered too grindy is the high cost of in-game items and upgrades. Vehicles, weapons, and other items in the game can cost millions of in-game dollars, and earning that much money can require hours of repetitive and often tedious gameplay. This can make it difficult for players who don't have the time or inclination to grind for hours on end to access the full range of content the game has to offer. Another reason why Grand Theft Auto Online's economy is considered too grindy is the limited ways in which players can earn money. The game's missions and activities, while varied, can quickly become repetitive and monotonous, particularly for players who have already completed them multiple times. This can make it feel like the game is forcing players to engage in a never-ending grind just to earn enough money to access new content. The game's microtransaction system has also been criticized for exacerbating the grindy nature of the economy. While players can earn in-game currency through gameplay, they can also purchase it with real-world money. This can create a sense that the game is designed to encourage players to spend money in order to progress more quickly, rather than simply enjoying the game at their own pace. To address these concerns, the game's developers have made some changes to the economy over time, such as increasing the rewards for certain activities and offering discounts on in-game items. However, many players still feel that these changes are not enough to address the fundamental issue of the game's economy being too grindy. Another complaint about GTA Online is its matchmaking system. Many players have expressed frustration with the game's inconsistent matchmaking, which can often result in unbalanced teams or long wait times. Some players have also complained that the game's ranking system is too slow, making it difficult to progress through the game's content. GTA Online's matchmaking system is based on the game's various modes and activities. When a player selects a mode or activity, the game's matchmaking system will attempt to find other players who have also selected that mode or activity. Once enough players have been found, they will be grouped together and the game will begin. The matchmaking system takes into account several factors, such as skill level and proximity, when creating these groups. One of the most significant criticisms of GTA Online's matchmaking system is the perceived inconsistency of its results. Some players have reported being matched with others who are vastly more experienced or skilled, leading to lopsided games and frustration. Others have complained about long wait times for matchmaking, especially for less popular game modes or activities. In response to these complaints, Rockstar has made several changes to the matchmaking system over the years. For example, the company has introduced a feature called Quick Job, which allows players to quickly join games that are already in progress. Rockstar has also made efforts to improve the matchmaking system's balance by grouping players based on skill level more effectively. Another criticism of the matchmaking system is the perceived lack of choice for players. Some players feel that the matchmaking system is too rigid, forcing them to participate in game modes or activities that they are not interested in. This has led to calls for more customization options, such as the ability to select specific players or groups to play with. Another issue that players have criticized is the game's handling of cheaters and hackers. Many players have complained that the game's anti-cheat measures are inadequate, allowing cheaters to roam free and ruin the game experience for others. Some players have also accused Rockstar of being slow to respond to reports of cheaters and hackers. Despite the efforts of the game's developers to address these issues, they continue to persist and pose a threat to the safety and enjoyment of players. One of the primary security issues with Grand Theft Auto Online is the prevalence of modding and cheating. Modding involves modifying the game's code to gain an advantage, such as increased speed, invincibility, or unlimited ammunition. Cheating involves using third-party software or tools to exploit vulnerabilities in the game's security, such as aimbots or wall hacks that allow players to see through walls, or automatically aim at opponents. These practices not only give players an unfair advantage, but also undermine the integrity of the game and its competitive balance. Another security issue with Grand Theft Auto Online is the prevalence of hacking. Hackers can exploit vulnerabilities in the game's code to gain access to players' accounts and steal their personal information or in-game currency. They can also use hacking tools to crash the game servers, disrupt gameplay, or harass other players. Hacking not only causes inconvenience and frustration for players, but also poses a risk to their privacy and security. The game's developers have taken steps to address these security issues, such as implementing anti-cheat measures and banning players who engage in modding or cheating. However, these measures have not been entirely effective in preventing security breaches and hacking attempts. The game's popularity and complexity make it difficult to detect and respond to all instances of cheating and hacking, leaving many players vulnerable to attacks. In addition to the security and hacking problems, Grand Theft Auto Online has also been criticized for its lack of transparency and accountability. The game's developers have been accused of failing to disclose information about security breaches or hacking attempts, leaving players in the dark about the extent of the problem and how it is being addressed. This lack of transparency undermines players' trust in the game and its developers and raises concerns about the game's long-term viability. The game has also faced criticism for its portrayal of women and minorities. Some players have argued that the game's female characters are often sexualized and objectified, while its minority characters are portrayed in stereotypical or negative ways. This has led to accusations of racism and sexism within the game. Finally, some players have expressed frustration with the game's lack of new content. While Rockstar has released updates and expansions for the game over the years, some players feel that the game has become stale and repetitive. Some have even accused Rockstar of neglecting the game in favor of other projects. In recent years, the game has come under criticism for its lack of new content. Many players feel that the game has become stale and repetitive, with little new content being added to keep the game fresh and engaging. One of the primary reasons why Grand Theft Auto Online is criticized for its lack of new content is the infrequency of updates. While the game's developers have released occasional updates over the years, many players feel that these updates have been too few and far between to keep the game fresh and engaging. This has resulted in a game that feels repetitive and stale, with little new content to keep players coming back for more. Another reason why Grand Theft Auto Online is criticized for its lack of new content is the quality of the updates that have been released. While some updates have added new vehicles, weapons, and other items to the game, many of these updates have been minor and relatively unexciting. This has left players feeling disappointed and underwhelmed, and has contributed to a sense that the game is no longer as exciting or engaging as it once was. In conclusion, while Grand Theft Auto Online has been a massive success for Rockstar Games, it has also attracted many complaints and criticisms from players. These complaints range from the game's monetization system to its matchmaking and handling of cheaters. The game has also faced accusations of racism and sexism. Despite these issues, GTA Online remains a popular and engaging game for millions of players worldwide.